Now tell me about YOP. What is this funny word? What's it mean? What give me the broad strokes about this project.
Yield optimization platform. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to bring you the best that DeFi has to offer. So you can look at DeFi in many different ways. You can look at it as you've got your yearn at one end. It's everything's there. You've got all the detail, everything you want, but you come along to that. It's pretty complex. There's a lot to it. It could be pretty intimidating for a new user. It's maybe not the easiest thing to navigate around, but it's got great plus points. It gives you the detail that you want to see. It gives you the information, and you know what you're doing. Then at the other end of the scale, you've got things like your BlockFi, your Celsius, that sort of thing. Really clean, easy to use interface. Not very intimidating.
What's going on, cowboy? In this video, we've got a new crypto project called YOP Finance, and we have the COO. His name is Dave, and he's going to be in the hot seat, and we're going to be grilling him up for some questions, trying to figure out, is this project worth our time, money, energy, effort to invest in, or should we just pass? You make the decision. My name's Aaron. I'm just on a journey to my next Bitcoin, looking for the best projects out there to invest my time and money in. But if you're like me, you go through YouTube and you go through Twitter and you try to filter through all the crappy projects. But it's hard to do it when you've got YouTubers who just get paid to, like, with no energy, no insight, talk about a project. But this is why you're here. We asked from the horse's mouth to our cowboy ears to our lizard brains, we're trying to figure out the best projects out there and seeing whether or not how blockchain is really changing the future of finance, of any aspect of any industry out there. We're here at the forefront. That's why we're the cowboys. So I want to introduce YOP Finance's COO. His name is Dave, to the hot seat. Dave, welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Glad that you're here. Before we get right into it, I want to talk about who you are, Dave. Well, give me a little bit of your background, origin story, coming into crypto and then into YOP.
Sure. So I've got a long background in finance tech. I've been obsessed with it forever. Spent over a decade at JP Morgan, living the traditional finance life that we're really trying to get away from now in this blockchain world. But moving out of that finance into the tech, loved the tech scene and got into startups, got into the blockchain, got into crypto. Really feeling that passion, feeling that innovation, that drive to see how we can improve things, and it just grabbed me. I just couldn't get enough of it, and now,
Got it.
now I'm right up to my neck in it, loving it.
Good deal. Me too, actually. Me too. But so you come from the traditional finance scene, JP Morgan, and then you got into startups, and then you got into tech, and you just fell in love with the whole industry in general. I think, I totally agree with you. Now, tell me about YOP. What is this funny word? What's it mean? Give me the broad strokes about this project.
Well, I can tell you, it's not a yogurt. It's what it is. What it is it is a yield optimization platform. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to bring you the best that DeFi has to offer. So you can look at DeFi in many different ways. You can look at it as you've got your yearn at one end. It's everything's there. You've got all the detail, everything you want, but you come along to that. It's pretty complex. There's a lot to it. It could be pretty intimidating for a new user. It's maybe not the easiest thing to navigate around, but it's got great plus points. It gives you the detail that you want to see. It gives you the information, and you know what you're doing. Then at the other end of the scale, you've got things like your BlockFi, your Celsius, that sort of thing. Really clean, easy to use interface. Not very intimidating at all. But you put your crypto there, you get your yield, but you don't know where it's coming from. You can't see what sort of fees or things like that are going on behind the background. YOP is smack bang in the middle. We give you the clean interface. We give you, an unintimidating way of getting involved in DeFi, but we're completely transparent. So we tell you the protocols that we are taking your crypto and putting it in to make sure you're getting a decent APY. We tell you the management fees, the performance fees, all that sort of thing that's going on behind the scenes to ensure that you get that transparency, that confidence that you know what we're doing and how we're doing it. But at the same time, like I said, we're trying to make sure that you can just turn up, log in, or not log in, but connect your wallet, and feel that you aren't being intimidated or tricked into anything. It's very, very clear and easy to use.
Okay, so you're saying that Yearn is a way to earn passive income, and it is very difficult to manage. The UX is difficult, the user interface, all that, the user experience, and but there's a lot of high level of details that
Mm.
everyone wants to see that gives confidence. And you're saying BlockFi Celsius is on the other end of the spectrum, where it's very easy and friendly and user friendly to use, but there aren't that many details to all what they want to know. And you're saying you're in the middle with yield optimization platform and you with YOP, and you're saying that you see the fees. It's very transparent. It shows exactly where the API is coming from, and that's supposed to inspire confidence in someone. Is that about right? Is that the extent of YOP?
Exactly that, and it's we are transparent on any level we can be. So we're transparent on how the fees are worked out, how the APY is calculated, how the protocols that we're putting the crypto into, right down to having the team. You can see the team on the website. We want to do video AMAs. We don't want to be hiding behind pseudonyms, that sort of thing. We want to give people this accessibility and transparency to a protocol. We want to generate trust. We need to generate trust and make sure that we are giving people that confidence to get involved, take that next step with crypto, and get involved with DeFi
Okay.
in a way that is not intimidating for them.
So are you looking for people who are brand new to crypto, people with a little bit of exposure to crypto? I'm wondering because like it seems like Yearn has a very specific target, someone who is really deep into crypto and wants to use their programs. And it seems like BlockFi has a very specific target, someone who is brand new, doesn't know anything about crypto, wants to get started. Where does YOP fit in there? Are you trying to get both? Are you trying to get neither? Are you trying to get some competition against some? Like give me who you want to get here.
Well, to be honest, we want everyone, but we've got to start somewhere. So right now, we are looking at people that they're probably going to be, crypto native. You need to know what a wallet is. You need to know how to get your crypto into a wallet. Um, you know, you need to have a basic level of understanding, and you need to have the confidence and funds in order to be able to take this step into DeFi. So
Okay.
you're not look, we want to go, long term. We want to get things like fiat on ramps, add insurance, add insurance protocols into it. Really start looking at how we can make it look a lot more attractive for people that are brand new to crypto. It's one of the reasons we want to make sure that our platform's easy to use. But right now, we're going for that. We're going for that crypto user that's been around the block. They know what they're doing. This is why they need that information on Yearn, because people that are brand new to crypto, they just want to sign up to Coinbase, buy a load of Bitcoin. They don't really care much about it. They don't care about holding it themselves.
Yeah.
They'll happily do a bit of KYC and that sort of thing. The people that we're targeting right now are mainly crypto OGs that want to get involved, but just don't want the hassle of having to sit there and work out where the best yield is coming from. Doing all their own research. Our analysts do that research for you. So it's kind of like the lazy crypto OG. That's probably what we
Okay.
want.
All right, that's me for sure. Lazy crypto OG. I mean, I'm not an OG here, but I will say this: like, I just want the simplest and best way. I try to keep things like I say, lizard brain on here. I want things very simple for me. Okay, so simplicity breeds understanding for me, breeds confidence for me. Now, and I think that's a lot of people who might be watching this video. Now, I've got a quick couple questions here. You're saying that the drawbacks to Yearn is the lack of UX or user experience, and the drawbacks to BlockFi is the lack of details. What's stopping them from just adding details or getting a better designer, and then essentially giving you like, okay, now you've got these both juggernauts here. What is it that differentiates you from them if they were to change that? Like, is there any more of a differentiating factor from those two other than it's easy and we have details that this other one doesn't? Like, to me it seems like they could just add the details or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Anyone can add something else to their platform and start making something similar. But what makes products different is the team behind it. We've got a great team, we've got great experience, we've got great funding. We are really confident about where we're coming in, but we're also looking. So, like I said, we're not just looking at that user. That's our pinhead in our that we're going for. We want to cross this chasm. We want to take our beachhead point, and that's what we're doing. We're looking to expand. We want to reach out to other people. We see education and of DeFi, of crypto, as a really strong point that we want to progress with. We want to make sure that we're taking people on a journey. We're trying to explain to them what crypto is, what DeFi is, how it works. We really want to make sure that we're adding value to the user and helping them. So yes, Yearn could take their UI, rip it apart, make it really, really sexy and appealing for people. Celsius, BlockFi, they could do something similar. They could start breaking it all down and being a lot more transparent. But you aren't going to have the same thing. You're definitely not going to get that with Yearn, because Yearn are very, you don't see who's behind it. Especially since Andre left, you don't see the guy behind it running the show, like talking to people, going out there, explaining things. It's very much done in the background. We want to be growing that element of trust. We're very transparent with the team. We want to make sure that we're showing everyone who we are and what we're doing, and that's definitely something that Yearn probably will never do. Even if they made their UI appealing, I can't see them suddenly going, "Oh, here's the team behind it," and putting
Yeah.
a face and a name. They might, we want to give that sense of security, and the same with BlockFi and Celsius. You hear these things that are going on, and what we see now is that they turn up and they bring you the APYs, but they're not telling you how they get them. And I think that would be a very big shift for some of those sort of businesses to start ripping that out and explaining it. It would be a big shift in their model.
Yeah, so here's the team. I pulled it up here. There's the most handsome man on the team right here. And so it looks like you've got a team of about 16 people. Is this the leadership team, the comprehensive team? Talk to me a little bit about the background, the experience of the team here.
So this is pretty much the YOP team. YOP is a project of Pluto Digital, and there's a bigger team behind all of that. But this is the team that focuses on YOP. In this team, we've got marketing, we've got analysts, we've got so you see Barry there, the founder, and we've got product managers and a great dev team. The dev team behind it, I've not worked with some of these guys, you know, guys like this before. They are really, really smart people. They've got a lot of knowledge, great experience in tech, and again, totally transparent. These guys live and breathe crypto. They're in. We've got WhatsApp groups and things like that for the team. We're constantly talking about all these different projects. They're in these channels, talking to people day and night. They just love it. I mean, you can't get into crypto without getting passionate and going down the rabbit hole. And these guys just live and breathe it.
So one thing that I found is very difficult in crypto, but I think is very needed, is the sense of customer support and customer service. Is the like if I'm interacting with some kind of business, I could call them up and I could talk to a real person and figure something out. You know what I mean? Like I get a person to understand what I'm saying. What's the level of customer service like? What's the level of accessibility like to your team, to the people, to anyone behind the op here?
So we don't have a phone number. That's true. But we've got Telegram, we've got Discord, and we are always in there. We've got support channels. We're constantly getting questions. We're constantly asking questions. We only launched publicly in 2 weeks ago, maybe less than that. So
Okay.
we are really on a learning journey right now. And one of the things that we're doing, Jennifer, our UX person, is she's literally reaching out to users in the Discord channel to get feedback. We couldn't be more hands-on with trying to work with our users, talk to them. We're not just doing, we're not just sat there in the Discord general channels. We're DMing. We're constantly on this level with users. It's you couldn't be more in the weeds with them. It's great. It's a great feeling. So yes, we don't have a Zen desk or a Fresh desk, and people aren't raising tickets. That's probably better. We're a lot more responsive. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're in there and talking to people on a daily basis.
Yeah, I actually don't mind that. I mean, like for crypto, you're gonna, you're in Telegram anyway, you're in Discords anyway. So yeah, that's honestly how I prefer it. I wouldn't really. I want touchability. I want accessibility. You know what I'm saying? Like I want something. So I saw on YOP that there was a 65% up to 65% APY. It was right on the front page, between Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. I'm holding some Bitcoin. I'm holding some Ethereum. How do I get that? How do I get 65%? What are the types? And I'm asking really, what are the types of APY that I could get? How does it all work?
Mm.
Do I, as a cowboy, go over there on with BTCSB, BTCB, and what do I do? Do I connect my wallet on your DApp and stake? And how does that work? How does it all work?
So right now we're on Ethereum, on the Ethereum chain. We are looking at other chains because we realize that gas fees are just a pain.
The gas fees are killing.
And we need to sort that out, and we will be sorting that out. It was further down the roadmap, but now that's definitely become a more pressing priority. But
Yeah.
yeah, so what you do is if you're gonna, because Bitcoin and Ethereum, you take your wrapped Bitcoin and get it into the vault. The vault will take that. You'll be able to generate an APY on that as a base APY. That then gets supplemented, boosted with YOP. Now, you can get up to 65 by if you stake in YOP as well. What you can then do, if you're matching your vault amounts and your staking amount, you then boost your return. And by boosting your return, you can get up to 65% APY on some of this. So as you can see there, the vault amounts aren't as high as they were this morning. We've just increased our caps, so they have the percentages have obviously come down as the caps have increased. But yeah, so you can
What
deposit
is a
into these.
cap?
Pardon?
What is a cap? What is a cap? You're gonna have to walk this through me. What's a vault cap?
So okay, good point. Yeah, this is the problem.
TVL.
You get involved, you talk about it every day, and you forget the lingos. And just yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
Like, I mean, keep things lizard brain for me, man. I need to know what a vault is, a TVL, a cap, APY, and actions. I need to know all this
Not
stuff.
a problem. So our vaults are the different crypto deposit places where you can deposit it. So they're the smart contracts where you put in your different crypto. So as you can see here, USDC, Ethereum, DAI, you can deposit into these, put in your crypto, and that's your vault. That's what the vault is. Our our TVL, our total value locked, is just showing the amount that's in each vault.
Okay.
Now our cap is we have a cap on them because we want to try and control the APY that is that's going back to the users. If we just left these things uncapped, then you could get some whales to come in, start destroying the returns on users, and that's not that's going to make it less attractive. So we need to try and have a way of controlling the decent returns that we're giving to users.
So you're saying there's a cap on the total value locked that could be in here? So like around 150,000?
So yeah, exactly that. So we cap the vaults to ensure that we can make sure the emissions and the way that the YOP and the is going into the vault is ensuring that we keep that high level.
Okay. Okay. And so where does the APY come in? Like if I deposit money here, will it tell me the exact APY? Because 21 to 120 is a lot.
It is, yeah, and exactly that. The APY that's returned is it's based on the vault and it's based on what you've got staked. So when you go
Okay.
into my YOP, as you can see on the left, if you had something deposit, you could see the APY that you're actually getting specifically to the vaults you've deposited in. So
Okay.
yes, it shows you a range on the front page, and that's purely because there is a range being earned by the different people in the vault depending on what they've got staked.
Okay. And so then what I'll do is so you're saying I come in here on linked up my MetaMask on Ethereum, I deposit USDC right here.
Yep.
Well, I don't have access. Okay, currently unavailable from my location. Oh, it's not accessible in United States?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Okay, so I'm talking to my UK people then. Is it accessible in UK and Australia?
Definitely accessible in the UK and Australia.
Okay, good. Because I got a lot of people I got my friends and the Cowboys ride strong in the UK and Australia too, and India actually. So all three of those.
So we are
Those are my
definitely, yeah. I mean, one of the things. So we won't get into talking to regulation because I could talk about regulation all day. But one of the things we are definitely doing, we are desperate to get into the US market. It's something that we are really trying to do. I'm currently talking to the Digital Chamber of Commerce and working with them to see how we can get this all going. We know that California, Florida, and New York are really keen to get this, get crypto and DeFi rolling. So yes, the quicker that we can get that working, the better. And I
Now,
know Biden's looking at the putting out the uh, feelers into this area at the moment to try and get working groups to figure out how this can
now,
make.
if I have a VPN, which I do, and I like to watch Survivor Australia, which I do, I have to use my VPN to watch Paramount Plus and Survivor Australia and put myself in Australia. If I use this VPN, can I use Yacht?
I can't say. I wouldn't know. I mean, you probably maybe you could try it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, let's put myself over there. But tell me about this boost while I kind of cue this
Mm.
up. What is boosting? What does all that mean?
So boosting is how we want to reward people that are staking YOP with a better APY in the vaults. So if you just want to put your crypto into one of the vaults, then you will get a return. Simple as that. But if you are looking to get a higher APY by staking YOP, by the utility or one of the utilities of the YOP token, it enables you to get a higher APY within the vault.
So we're looking between anywhere between up to 65. What? So help me understand here. Why is it 120 APY, but you said on your website it's up to 65%? Not sure about that.
So yeah, that all depends on it's based on the amount of uh, crypto held in the vault and your percentage of the vault. So it could be up to 65, but if you are going to increase, if you had a larger proportion of that vault, and you are boosting it as well, then there's a chance you could increase your APY. So
Good
we're
deal.
looking at a standard amount as 65, but yeah, if you could get a larger percentage of that vault, then there's a chance.
Good deal. So tell me what if I'm a cowboy here, just maybe in simple terms, for myself, what is the biggest benefit for buying Yop and staking with your platform in like a couple sentences?
At the moment, you can't get decent returns on a lot of. If you look at Yearn, I keep saying Yearn, but you look at Yearn, we are generating 10x returns that you can get with Yearn.
I like that. I like
Simple as
that.
that. Yeah. So you go to Yearn and do what we're doing, you might get 6 or 7 or 12% or something like that. You're
Yeah.
getting 10 times that amount with your.
Yeah. And I really like just how, I mean, like you said, it's easy. You don't give me a whole bunch of options here. I'm looking at 4 different options here and then some docs and white papers on the website.
And
It's
the
pretty,
docs, I tell you, the guys, I'm geeking out of it, that they've made the docs look so sexy. It really is
yeah.
clean, useful. It really does look nice.
Just giving me something simple. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to understand every little detail, but I do want to understand enough to give me confidence, like you were saying. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling this project here. I'm not hating on this thing, and so I could buy it on Uniswap, KuCoin, and Gate as I see here, right?
Yes.
Good deal. Now, tell me about the funding. You mentioned funding earlier today. Um, what is the funding like? What kind of partnerships do you have locked in? Give me some confidence that this thing's not going to rug pull, go to zero, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so we can start in many different areas. Let's start with Pluto. So Pluto is we're a crypto technology and operations company. Raised $50 million in the first 50 days of existence at the beginning of last year. So,
Wow.
well-funded company. We acquired YOP. YOP was one of the early projects we invested in. We then acquired all the assets and developed that ourselves. So we built out the team. The team is, I lose count of how many people we have now. In Pluto itself, there must be well over 30, 35 people. I can't keep track. But so well funded and still growing aggressively. We've got metaverse projects that we're kicking off now as well. So there's lots of things going on. we literally have our office address on our website. So if you don't like what's going on and you don't trust us, you can turn up at our offices and tell us.
Okay.
We are not trying to hide behind anything. We're there. The emissions schedule, as you'll see in the white paper for YOP, is over 10 years. So we're not trying to burn everything out in the next 6 months or a year or 18 months and say, look, get these great APYs and we'll bugger off into the sunset. We're sitting here,
Yeah.
look, we are 10 years emission schedule. And even beyond those 10 years, we have a plan that's going to try and make this sustainable beyond that emission schedule. We want this to be around. We have a lot of faith in DeFi, and we feel that we're building a product here that's going to be in it for the long term. We're looking at anything we can do to ensure that we are lowering that barrier to entry. We're really going to help people. We want to be transparent. We want to make it easy to use, and we just want to really build trust in DeFi. And there's a lot of stuff out there that's causing that problem and causing a lack of trust. And we want to be that go-to thing that people can say, yeah, I know I'm safe with YOP.
Yeah, awesome. Tell me about the partnerships, though. Well, what kind of partnerships are you locking up? What kind are they? Are they just funding? Are they strategic partnerships? Who do you have on your team here?
So we've got a lot of at the moment we're looking at a lot of security partnerships. Our auditors, we've got BT Block, we've got Hacken. We really want to make sure that we have a solid base. We're in the process of setting up what we are just working out the case studies with Elliptic, with Fireblocks as well. These are people that are trusted, reputable companies within crypto that they know their stuff, and they give you that solid um, base for building on top of. So a lot of our partnerships right now are really around security and
Awesome.
yeah, that sort of thing, and trust. But we've got other partnerships that are in the pipeline, and we're going to be announcing a lot of them soon.
What's the most secret one?
What's the what is the most secret partnership? I could tell you, but
Come on. We're already unleashing some secrets here for y'all, man. We might as well keep it rolling.
well,
Is
we're not going to be announcing a VPN partner anytime soon.
Yeah. Look, is there anything else left to talk about with YOP? Anything that is just burning in your belly that you have to get out?
I mean, look, we've got some extra stuff coming this week. That will be announced. So if you make sure you follow us on Twitter and Telegram, we'll get these links out. But yeah, we've got some great stuff coming out this week. The vault caps were increased today, so get in there. We are going to be continually increasing these caps as we need to. But at the moment, I don't think there's a need right now, because what we're seeing with these caps is that we want to sustain the APY. I think that we're going to have a point where we just have to we're going to get these caps up and then they're just gone. I can't see there's to my point of being like that there's a lot in Yearn, there's a lot going on. What we need to do is we need to find out the best protocols and the best APYs. So once we've got this, we've found this sweet spot with these strategies that are in our vaults. We're just the caps have just increased. They might go up again, but there is going to be a point where they're just done. We just have to stop these vaults, and then we need to look at new strategies and new ways. But you can't guarantee the APY is always going to be the same as the previous APYs. And right now they're looking good. Hopefully they continue, and we're constantly looking at how we can improve the protocols, how we can improve the emission schedule, tweak things to really get that out there. But the moment there's always going to be that chance that the next vault isn't as good as the previous one. So
Sure.
yeah, but we like I said, we're in it for the long term, so I can't see it being something that's unsustainable. But what I can see is that it's going to be harder for us, but that's what we want. We want to do the hard work for you. We don't want to have to stress people out about having to do all this work themselves, doing their own research, thinking if I missed something. We want to take that responsibility on and make sure people are able to relax, be lazy, just put their crypto in, let it do its thing. So yes, we've done a vault increase now. We probably put another one in maybe, but
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of changes in how we structure the vault caps and move things around.
Yeah, I want to see some stability.
Yeah,
I really like Yup. Yup. I was into some other stuff that was trying to yield me like crazy returns on APY, and I just saw those returns go tank. So I would much rather have a sustainable,
yeah,
higher APY. They're more than like 1-2% on like let's say crypto.com or some nonsense. But like I like the APY percentages that I see here. I like the simplicity of it that it's I could put it in the vault for these other assets, or I could get YOP and stake it into the protocol as well. Anyways, guys, if you are interested in YOP, if this is something that fits your interest, piques your interest, check out the links down below. If you are interested, check out the Twitter, the Telegram, all that stuff, all their social links, and even their website. Guys, thanks so much for watching so far this AMA. Dave, thanks for being here. And guys, if you guys are interested, check them out, and we'll see you in the next video.
my pleasure.